Hi, I'm Dr. Lee Hathcock. I'm the principal of West Hall High School. And I'd like to welcome you to our Veterans Celebration. It is one of my favorite days, one of my favorite evenings traditionally of the West Hall year. We bring together all of the schools in our cluster to celebrate some of the most important people in our community. I'm thankful you're joining us, and I look forward to a fantastic celebration.
Hello, I'm Deputy Zach Romali with the Hall County Sheriff's Office. Also a member of the Hall County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard team. We present the colors on Veterans Day. Presenting colors is very special because that is a representation of our nation's flag and the state flag, whatever state you're in.
The pledge to the flag of the United States dates back more than a full century to 1892. Over that time, students in schools across this country have started their day by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. But more than that, they pledge to the republic for which it stands. Tonight, we honor the veterans that have given their sacrifice to defend that republic. So please join me at this time in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The West Hall community has a fantastic tradition in the fine arts. Tonight we're joined by our West Hall band and our West Hall chorus. Our band is directed by Miss Katie Wilson Fields and our chorus by Dr. Tim Gale. We're honored to have them here and enjoy what they're about to present.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red blaze, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, I'm Amy Bright, the principal at Flowery Branch Elementary School. I'd like to introduce to you our 5th grade chorus students singing their remixed version of the Armed Forces Melody.
There's a fight for our right and to build a nation's might, for our veterans go rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, 'cause our veterans go rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey, they're on their way. Shout out your number.
Hi, I'm Brittany Bennett, the principal at McEver Arts Academy. To begin with, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you to our heroes for your courage, your dedication, and your service. It is my honor and my privilege at this time to introduce to you Miss Laura Gale, our music teacher, and our kindergarten singing It's a Grand Old Flag.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag, and forever peace may it reign. You're the emblem of the land of love, around the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue. There's never a goal so proud. When all the plains are steep or high, you're right on the grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag, forever in peace may reign. You're the emblem of the land of love, around the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue. There's never a goal so proud. When all the plains are steep or high, you're right on the grand old flag. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, what would fall? God bless America, right home, sweet home. God bless America, right home, sweet home.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Bowman, and I'm proud to serve as principal of Oakwood Elementary School. Veterans Day gives us all an opportunity to pause and celebrate those who have served our country by protecting our freedom. I personally want to thank everyone who served as a veteran. Now here is the Oakwood Eagles Chorus, led by Mr. Keith Blackwell, singing Grand Old Flag as a small token of our appreciation. Thank you, veterans.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a ghost or brag. But should all acquaintance be forgot,
Hi, I'm Ethan Banks, and I am honored to serve as the principal at West Hall Middle School. Veterans Day gives us an opportunity to celebrate those who have served our country and protect our freedoms. Now, here are members of the West Hall Middle School Chorus under the direction of Mr. Miro Gomez with Sisi Ni Moya, which means we are one.
We all laugh, we all cry, we all feel hungry, we all feel pain. We all love, we all hate, we all hope, and we all dream. We are one world, one people, and we all breathe the same. A tribe of many languages, a group of many heartaches, fighting for peace among the land. Hey ya, sisi moya. Hey ya, sisi moya. Hey ya, sisi moya. We are one.
Thomas Paine wrote in The American Crisis that these are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. But he that stands by it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. These are, in fact, times that try men's souls. And I'm thankful to have a good friend like Gary Martin, who is going to join us tonight from Germany, who is a former Marine. He's a former Air Force, a former Hall County teacher, and a man that represents the principles that stood behind Thomas Paine's words, a man that represents freedom at his very essence. And I'm proud to say that he's a West Hall alumni. I'm proud to say that he's a friend, and I'm happy to have him join us tonight.
Hello, my name's Gary Martin. I really appreciate the opportunity to be with you today on Veterans Day, my favorite day of the year. Thank you, Dr. Hathcock, for inviting me to do this. You're a good friend and certainly a patriot. I am a proud graduate of West Hall High School, class of 1994, so it's a little extra special to be talking to the Spartan community. I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps and of the Air Force, and I'm currently still serving with the Department of Defense in Germany. So I'm kind of glad that we have this technology available that I can still talk to you. When I think of Veterans Day and what it really means, you have to kind of go back to 1776, July 4th, when we declared our independence. In the Declaration of Independence, our forefathers wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." At that time in the colonies, the British had taken on the role of a tyrant, and they had denied basic liberties and freedoms, and enough was enough. And so we declared that from this point forward, we're going to be independent and we're going to have freedom. And if you're a tyrant and you try to come between us and our freedom, then we're going to take care of you. They further wrote, a little farther down, they said, "We hold them," the British, "as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, and in peace, friends." You know, I think America, we desire peace, but when someone threatens the liberties that were declared that day, brave men and women stand up and they go out to defend that. When countries have chosen to fight against us, it was you, the veteran, who stood up and went and defended our freedoms and our people. When we had friends around the world that were struggling and having hardships, it was you, the veteran, that went to help our friends. You know, I ask myself the question over and over and over, why is someone willing to sacrifice so much? Why is someone willing to stand up and answer the call? I think if we go back to the Founding Fathers, it was evident that somebody had to do it. And those that signed the Declaration of Independence were willing to do that. In fact, 9 of them went on to serve as commanders in the Revolutionary Army. Many others lost their fortunes, they lost their homes, and some were even imprisoned. They wrote, "We mutually pledge," this was the closing sentence of the Declaration of Independence, "we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." So they knew that it was going to be a tough thing to fight for independence, but they believed it was worth it. They believed so much that they were willing to give their lives, if that was what was asked from them. They were willing to give their money, their fortunes. And above all, they were doing this because they felt a sacred honor. You know, I think that kind of answers the question of why veterans have continually fought for us and stood in that gap, is because they have a sacred honor to do so, that oomph in their lives. Starting from the American Revolution, the War of 1812, the Indian War, the Mexican War, the Civil War, the Spanish War, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the First Gulf War, the global war on terror, which has involved fighting in Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan. Continually, it's the veterans that stand up and answer that call. I feel like it's almost a disservice for me to say thank you. That word doesn't come close to the amount of gratitude that I feel and that my family feels for all of you for what you've done. I'm so grateful for you. The values and the honor in which you have served, I believe, are still very present in your lives. It is quite easy to pick out the veterans from a room full of people because it is evident that you are committed to purpose and that you have resolve in your life to never quit, no matter what that is. You've exhibited that time and time again, not only on the battlefield and in your service, but in your lives. And for that, thank you. Thank you for holding the line. And I know that Veterans Day is to honor those who have served, but I believe that I would be remiss if I didn't thank the families, because when a service member joins the service and commits to that cause, so does his or her family. The children become part of the military community. The spouses become part of the military community. And the freedom that we have is in large part because of the dedication of the family in addition to the service members. So families, thank you so much. Students, if you're watching this, you should be proud of the veterans in your life. You should be proud of the country that you live in. I know it's not always rosy and it's not always pleasant, and there seems to be conflict on every channel you turn the TV to, but know that that's a result of freedom. I've been to other parts of the world where you're not allowed to say negative things. You're not allowed to voice your opinion. You're not allowed to go to school unless your family can afford it. And we don't live in a country where we have those worries, and it's because of veterans. So hug a veteran, tell them you love them, tell them thank you, and thanks again for just allowing me this opportunity. And as always, go Spartans.
We hope you have enjoyed today's selections from the schools of the West Hall community, and we sincerely thank you for the blanket of protection you have provided for our country. To our veterans, because of your service in the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Air Force, and Coast Guard, we can enjoy the freedoms that this great nation affords us. We thank you for your passion, your dedication, and your sacrifice. From all of us at McEver Arts Academy, Flowery Branch Elementary, from Oakwood Elementary, West Hall Middle, and West Hall High, have a wonderful Veterans Day.